Enchanted Rose. In a small, picturesque town nestled in the rolling hills of New England, there lived a woman named Elara. She wasn't a native of the town. She had moved there a few years ago, seeking a quiet life after the chaos of city living. Elara's days were spent tending to her cozy little flower shop, where she grew and sold the most exquisite roses in the region. Her shop was her pride and joy, a sanctuary where she could lose herself in the vibrant colors and sweet fragrances of the flowers. One crisp autumn morning, as Elara was preparing to open her shop, she noticed something unusual among her usual array of roses. There, in the middle of her display, was a single rose unlike any she had ever seen. Its petals were a deep, almost glowing crimson, and it seemed to shimmer in the soft morning light. Captivated, Elara reached out to touch it, but the moment her fingers brushed against the delicate petals, a strange sensation washed over her. The world around her seemed to blur, and she felt a rush of wind, as if she were being whisked away to another place. Quick pause. If you're as captivated as Elara by this mysterious rose, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Fable in Flames for more enchanting tales. When the world came back into focus, Elara found herself standing in front of a grand, old mansion that she had never seen before, despite knowing every inch of the town. The mansion stood at the edge of a dense forest, its towering walls draped in ivy, with an air of both beauty and neglect. The large, wrought iron gates creaked open slowly, as if welcoming her inside. Drawn by a strange compulsion, Elara walked through the gates and up the long, winding path to the front door. Inside, the mansion was eerily quiet, yet there was a warmth that seemed to pull her deeper into its heart. She wandered through the dimly lit corridors, her footsteps echoing off the walls, until she reached a grand ballroom. There, standing alone in the middle of the room, was a man. He was tall, with broad shoulders, and wore a long, dark coat. His face was ruggedly handsome, though etched with a deep sadness that made her heart ache. "Who are you?" Elara asked, her voice barely above a whisper. The man turned to face her, his dark eyes locking onto hers. "My name is Adrian," he replied, his voice rich and smooth, yet tinged with sorrow. "I am the last heir of this mansion, cursed to live in isolation until I find someone who can see past the facade and love me for who I truly am." As Elara listened to his story, she learned that Adrian had once been a successful architect in New York City. But after a series of personal tragedies, he had retreated to his family's old mansion in the country, where he had been living alone, haunted by his past. The townspeople had spread rumors that the mansion was cursed, and no one dared to come near it. But Elara didn't believe in curses. She only saw a man who had been hurt and needed someone to show him that he was not alone. Enjoying the story so far? Make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss a new story from Fable in Flames. Over the following weeks, Elara returned to the mansion every day. She and Adrian spent hours together, talking, laughing, and slowly, they began to heal each other's wounds. Adrian showed Elara the beautiful designs he had once dreamed of building, and Elara shared with him the simple joys she found in her flowers and the peaceful life she had created in the town. But as their bond grew stronger, the mansion began to change as well. The ivy that had once choked its walls receded, revealing the true beauty of the stonework beneath. Light filtered in through the once dusty windows, casting a warm glow over the rooms that had long been shrouded in darkness. It was as if the mansion itself was coming back to life, reflecting the blossoming love between Elara and Adrian. One evening, as they stood in the garden under the stars, Adrian took Elara's hands in his. "You've done something I never thought possible," he said, his voice filled with emotion. "You've shown me that I can be loved, that I deserve to be happy. I love you, Elara." Tears welled up in Elara's eyes as she gazed at him. "I love you too, Adrian," she whispered, knowing in her heart that she had finally found the place where she belonged. As they shared their first kiss, the mansion was bathed in a brilliant light, and the curse that had haunted Adrian for so long was finally broken. The town, once wary of the old mansion, now saw it as a symbol of hope and renewal. And Elara and Adrian, having found love in the most unexpected place, lived their lives together in the mansion, filling its halls with joy and laughter for all the years to come. Before you go, remember to like, comment, and share this video. And don't forget to subscribe to Fable in Flames for more magical tales. Thanks for watching.